that I let me choose carefully with my words. I'm in a healing space today. But for whatever reason, I just keep hearing spirit encourage me to share the message even in this moment where I don't quote unquote feel like it. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me put my phone where okay. To share this message when I don't quote unquote feel like it. Um and maybe that's significant because the energies that are coming in are very much around making the decisions that are best for you, even if they're uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? All right, I'm about to get to put some lotion on because my hands is itchy. Okay, my hands is itchy, and that's not good for anyone. Um, give me a second. Ooh, I didn't. My cards is falling. All right, what's going on? Spirit. Okay, let me know what's going on and why this is giving such an unorganized mess. You know, why it's giving chaotic energy right now. Let me tell you what I'm hearing. Let me tell you what I'm hearing around this chaotic energy right now. What I'm hearing is, I'll tell you exactly what I just heard. Move even in a mess. Move even in the mess. Um, it's time to move even in a mess. It's time to move even when the shit don't make sense. It's time. This card is significant. It's time to fly south for the winter. And I feel like maybe I'm missing a card, but it's okay. If I am missing a card, I'm not meant to use it in this reading. 212 significant. This is what I'm hearing. It's time to it's time to relocate. And for some people, that's going to be, in some situations, it's going to be physical, but in other situations, or it could apply, both could apply to you. Just it depends on, what trajectory your life is on and what you intuitively feel connected to. But there's a physical relocation happening, but there's also a relocation of your spiritual body. And you need to get the fuck out of there. I'm just gonna put it very plainly. Protect falling out immediately. You need to get the fuck out of there. It says you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to wait to want to give to others what you do effortlessly. It's important though that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So first sword comes out, as in fly high, as in elevation, as in fly above. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're in an untouchable, unaccessible space. And then protect comes out, which is in its way the same thing, but to be intentional about it. You're naturally a fly higher, but you got to be intentional about protecting your path, about protecting your trip to the south for the winter. Like birds do, they fly south for the winter because it's warmer. And it's like, but you got to make sure you get there. You can be en route to safety, but if you take the wrong detours or you be Lot's wife and you turn whenever you was told not to turn back around, that can very much deter and cause you to have to take a detour. Um, and I'm also hearing not too heavy on judging yourself. Not too heavy on judging yourself with having to take a detour, because that's very much a part of life. Let me tell you what I'm truly hearing from spirit right now. You've been beating yourself up about the detours, but that's life. You need to be focused on what's deterring you. That's what you need to be trying to avoid. Not beating yourself up about, but being intentional and watchful and protecting yourself and flying above that shit. Going over it. I'm hearing somewhere over the rainbow. You ain't got to worry about some shit if you up in the sky. Peace and greetings, everyone. Detach coming out. Right behind, let me put it in the order that makes sense for you guys. Right behind sword, protect comes in detached. Back to my original statement, it's time to get the fuck up out of there. It's time to get the fuck up out of there. I hear that relationship, but I'm not just focusing on romantic relationships. Like, you have a relationship with something, person, place, thing, and or idea that it's time to exit from. And I just heard you already gone, but it's just about not being deterred, not being deterred, not circling back around. But it's not just a physical circle back around; it's a mind, body, soul, and spirit circle back around. And the song I was hearing before I started this message was, all the time that I was loving you, you were busy loving yourself. Okay, it's very much giving. I was pouring and 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 pouring, and it was very much going into an empty. It was bottomless. It was so empty. But the thing about it was, yes, the situation was absorbing all of your energy. It was bottomless because it did not reciprocate. Let me explain to you the empty cup, right? Oftentimes we look at the empty cup, and it can be very much true. Oftentimes we look at the empty cup is, I'm adding and adding and adding ingredients, love, care, affection, consideration, and it's going into a person, place, thing, and or idea that doesn't want it. They're not doing anything with it. They're not appreciation. What you really mean and what you're really missing and what you really need to stop pouring into that bottomless cup for is because there's a lack of reciprocity. If you think about it, say you're making yourself tea. And I want to go back because I hear somebody saying that. I hear this specifically for somebody. I hear spirit saying this for somebody. You think you're looking for appreciation, but you're really looking for a reciprocity. And I'm going to explain it with the cup analogy. If you're making yourself hypothetically a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, right? And you go ahead and pour the ingredients in. You pour in. I'm a tea drinker, so you pour in the tea. You add in the lemon. You add in the honey. And then you find that there's a crack in it, right? And the tea has seeped out. Because 9 times out of 10, if you just see that it's bottomless, you're not going to use that cup. But there's cracks in it. There was some masking. There was some manipulation. There was some intentional projection or ventriloquism, to where, as a person say, as a ventriloquist ability is described, is they throw their voice to make you seem like it's coming from a different direction, right? They're throwing their intentions, their true intentions, over to make you seem like they have a certain set of intentions, but they really have another, right? This is the cup we're talking about, the person in the analogy, the cup. So you probably didn't see the crack, you probably didn't see the hole, so you went ahead and made your full cup of tea, but you're noticing that it's leaking. And so you probably get a little bit frustrated and you're like, fuck, I gotta get another damn cup and try to hurry up and salvage my ingredients. The reason why you're feeling some type of way, or you're upset, or you're slightly aggravated or disappointed, is because those perfectly good ingredients slip through the crack and now they cannot be used. When it comes to a person, place, thing, situation, idea, the reason that you're upset is because the only way you can drink the tea, receive reciprocity, is if all the ingredients hold. You're not upset because the good ingredients are going to waste, because you can make that same cup of tea, get in a rush, sit it in the microwave and warm it up later. If all the ingredients hold, if the person truly appreciates you, appreciated you in this situation, maybe it didn't work out, maybe it didn't go the way you planned, maybe the job didn't last as long as you wanted, but if you were appreciated and you were valued, you could still walk away with gratitude in your heart. But when it does not yield reciprocity, when the cup doesn't hold, so you can drink your tea whenever you want to, so you can consume your ingredients whenever you want to, so the goodness that you give out, the pure intentions of positivity and wellness that you give out can be returned to you in full, that's when you upset. So this is not about appreciation. You don't give a fuck if the cup appreciates you. You care if there's reciprocity. If all of the intentions, positive intentions that you poured into this person reflect back to you. And the thing about it is, well, all the time that you were loving them, they were busy loving themselves. So it wasn't that the ingredients were wasted. It's that they absorbed them without a bottom, without reciprocity, without reflecting it back to you. They got all your ingredients. They got the tea leaves, they got the lemon, they got the honey. They have all of your good ingredients. That job has all of your good ingredients. That man has all of your good ingredients. Woman, child. They got all of your good ingredients. 11 significant here. But you never saw them again. And in your opinion, they went to waste because 11 significant. We're talking about alignment here. They went to waste because receive coming out. Because they received everything, but you did not receive anything in return. And everything you do should yield a reciprocal energy. That's why you have to be careful what you give out, because that shit is gonna come back around. There's nothing that should yield you barren fruit. There's nothing that you plant that should yield you barren fruit. So you got to be careful that the ground that you plant in is nourished, tilled, ridded of parasitic weeds. Because everything that you plant should yield reciprocity to the best of your elevation, which is why you have to be careful, like I said, what you plant, and mindful what you plant. But you shouldn't be going into anything okay with getting back no return. Now, I'm not talking about an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a gift for a gift. You pay for somebody's stuff at the grocery store, they are probably not in a position to pay for your stuff, but best believe and understand that you're going to receive that back if it's coming from a genuine place of just wanting to help someone in a time of need. And 9 times out of 10, if you're the type of person who would do something like that from the pureness of your heart, not just to receive praise in that moment and all that kind of stuff, which praise is okay, that's not a bad thing, but your intention was genuinely to help. 9 times out of 10, if you're that type of person, you've already experienced the favor of someone being that kind to you, because you've always been that type of person. Surrender coming out. It says you're being asked to let go your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes with doing so. I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing here. You need to get it. He don't wanna love you the right way. He ain't gonna. It ain't where it's said. It's where he wanna be. And like a message I did maybe last week, your he is gonna be different than my he. He is just representative of a noun, person, place, thing, or idea that you need to accept is not going to yield reciprocity. And furthermore, accept that you can stay if you want to, but you will not be receiving a thing. So if you find with just planting into barren soil, then go ahead. But you're going to continue to feel drained. Speak Up is a card that came out before I started this message. It actually came out in a reading I was doing for myself, but I felt the guide from spirit to mention it here, and even to put it in the image for this reading or whatever. All right, I gotta check the time, y'all. I gotta get my baby in a minute. It says speak up on a card. And it says, what you're not saying is eating you up inside. You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it go so you can move on and be happy. Look, Some situations you're actually going to verbalize it. Some of the situations you have conversation within yourself. But I'm gonna tell you, it's not a better time than this to say what you mean and mean what the fuck you say. It's not a better time than this to say what you mean and mean what the fuck you say. It's not. Because the thing about it is, if you're concerned, like a lot of us, about rocking the boat, the motherfucker is capsized. The motherfucker is capsized. You were the only one that just kept on making tea in that broke ass cup. The broke ass cup know it's broke. Everybody else that done used the cup know it's broke. You're the only one that was still pouring into that broke ass cup. And it was for the best reasons and intentions in your heart, but it's just not. I hesitantly say serving because it's such an overused word. It's not for you. It's just not for you. You need to put that motherfucker down and pick up your worth. Yes, you see what I'm saying? You holding the cup, but what you really supposed to be holding is trusting your intuition, which is really the source of worth, and holding on to that. That needs to be the tightest thing that you holding on to right now, not that broke ass cup. Not that broke ass cup. Okay? I'm hearing you done offer, you done tried to patch it up, you done tried to glue it up. Look, that cup want to be broke. Your abundance is attached to you picking up your word. It's attached to you speaking up for yourself. Yes, you're being discerning and how you go about speaking up, but it's time to say something. They say see something, say something. Well, this is about you. This is a see something, say something about you. We're not even worried about saving the lives of everybody else on the plane right now. We put on our oxygen mask. Our oxygen mask. What's coming out here? Align. 11-11. 11 and 11-11 were coming out earlier. It's alignment. And I'm hearing with alignment, you're going to know what to say, when to say it. This is not just about blasting people all the time, because it is very much the season to shut the fuck up and let motherfuckers do what they want to do. That's part of your protecting yourself. That's part of you of your reciprocal, the requirement of reciprocity in relationships, because you will be looking out for them, but they wouldn't be looking out for you. So be quiet and let them learn their own lesson, get out their business. That's part of your alignment. Here, expand came out with alignment, and the way that that's reading is Spirit, what are the words? Okay. I hear your alignment is attached to. Okay. Spirit said pull another card. Okay, one just popped out. One on the bottom and one on the top. What came out was compassion and slow down. This is what I'm getting. Your alignment is attached to spending more time. It's inner expansion. Like being more compassionate with yourself, taking more time with yourself, like learning yourself more, your needs, your desires, your tics, your shortcomings. Like you're expanding from the inside out. Is very much giving implode, but it's not from the sense of implode, explode. Like when you see like a whales, they implode from the inside out because they die and their body's filled with gas, and their the flesh of their body goes everywhere. It's not a situation like that. It's a situation where it's like a light beam and light up on the bottom of the deck. I saw it, but I wasn't sure exactly how it was connected. It's like you pouring into yourself, and I hear he saw the best in me, and I'm getting emotional. I don't know why. Maybe that's for me. But you seeing the best in yourself, treating yourself best, pampering yourself, talking to yourself with kindness, like just being so compassionate and patient. Slow down represents patient here. And patient with yourself allows an inner expansion that will, I hear, cut the lights on for you and others around you so brightly that it's like you can't miss shit. Your discernment will be on 1,000 million. Look, pay attention right behind light up. Will be so to the point where you can't not pay attention and you can't not understand what's going on, what the fuck is going on, because you and you yourself and I is so lined up that you don't have no choice. It's time on the bottom of the deck is tearing my ass up today. It's time on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's your time. It's the time. It really is. Yeah, it's inner expansion. It's inner expansion. And the reason how come the speak up card is the highlight of this message is because it was time for you to get real with yourself. And with you getting real with yourself and being able to know your truths, inner expansion happening. And I want to say, like, this is the beginning for you. It's the beginning of a new level. It's not the beginning of your growth journey at all. And for those of you that it may be, it's still a new level because you've always been growing. If you're here, you're listening, you're interested, it's resonating with you, you've always been a person that was interested in self-betterment. You might not feel like that. For some reason, you don't feel like, you feel like you just get into it, but the truth is you're not. You've been into it. You just didn't know how to connect the dots with your own, like, words and verbs and intuition and stuff like this. Patience coming out. And I just said earlier that the slow down card was representative of patience. The patience card says you're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong and there's a reason why things aren't aligning the way you want them in this moment. Have patience and it will eventually work out. And this whole message has been about this whole message, or a big part of this message, was centered around alignment. And this card is saying things are not working out or aligning the way you want them to in this moment. Look, but they're aligning though, because the way you want them to is not what's best for you, because you've been so interested and so dedicated to and so focused on what's better for other places, people, things, situations other than you. The reason they're not aligned the way you want them to is because you were trying to include other people in your alignment, baby. And that 1, 2, 3 is not including the 4. It's for you, not them. Okay? That's what that's the word. That's what when the girl, she said she heard a word saying, girl, you'll be fine. And she didn't say, girl, you and your kinfolk gonna be fine. She said, girl, you'll be fine. That's what it's about. Pause coming out. And that's just doubling down on the message. I gotta get ready to go, y'all. I gotta get my daughter. Spirit, is there anything else that you would like me to share with the Central community? Something's telling me to clarify this. The pause card is representative of you pausing to assess. I'm hearing your alignment, or what you're doing, what you're involved in, what you're consuming, who you're around, impacts your alignment. I hear pause before you make a decision. Okay. Spirit, is there anything else that you would like me to share with the Central community before I go and pick up my baby? All right. Oh, these lights been on the whole time. That's horrible. Just shining people. But you know what? Hey, we talked about that inner light coming from the inside out. What's this card? Fresh start. I love this for us. I love this for us. Oh my God, I love this for us. It's such a confirmation card right now. Such a confirmation message. It says you're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. You have been given the gift of a new cup with your name on it. Fuck that broken cup. Wrap that shit up. Aurion, when I hear this intuitive, I affirm that this message lands with who it should, exactly how it should, exactly when it should. And if you would like to connect with me on a personal reading, all of that information is in my YouTube bio link. Man, I have so much optimism in my heart for your journey, and I'm hearing Spirit say, I know you don't feel it yet, But it is so beautiful, and it is going to be such a drastic change. We're in the energy of that in the world right now, but it's going to be such a drastic change that the joy that you feel will be like no other. Just hold on. You got this. I love you. Mwah. Adios.